If I give you 1 lakh rupees, how would you invest it? Most college kids will either put it into a savings account or try your hand at random stock tips. Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you what you can do if you had 1 lakh rupees to invest right now. Let's go. If you're a college kid, you need to first realize which bucket you fit in. Either you want to do this full time or maybe you don't. Well, if you don't want to do this full time, then there's no need to complicate it. Focus on the life you're living, build your skills so that you have money to invest later on, and for now just stick to diversified mutual funds. But if you're the kind of kid who wants to do this full time in the future, here's what I would recommend. The first thing you need to do is track the portfolios of all the mutual funds that you know or you like, because in the end they're the big daddies of the stock market. Well, you need to see what companies are they buying, and then you have to think, why are they buying such companies? Because maybe they don't align with your values. For example, if I see a big mutual fund buying a major bulk deal in a stock, I will think to myself, why is this mutual fund interested in this stock? And now you must be wondering, how do I analyze companies? Well, I'll give you a 3-question framework. Whenever you see a stock that is owned by a mutual fund that you like, answer these 3 questions. How does the stock make money? Will it make money consistently over the next 5 years? And will the profits grow? And that will help you answer many questions about the stocks that you are not sure about. The next thing I want you to know is, how do I track these companies? Well, let us say you have 1 lakh rupees. So the first thing is you divide it into 10 buckets of 10,000 rupees. And now you have to track these companies. How? Number 1, you read different annual reports. Number 2, you track the quarterly updates that you can find on websites like screener.in. And lastly, you need to learn every quarter what mistakes you're making and where you're going wrong. And over the course of 1 year or maybe 2 years, you can slowly deploy this capital into different stocks, with each stock having a weightage of 10,000 rupees. But only do this with the first 80,000. Well, let me give all of you an example. In the last year, everybody has been very bearish on IT sector. And all the fund managers on YouTube have been saying to stay away from big tech IT companies like TCS, Infosys, because of the slowdown in their growth, because of the rise of AI companies in the US, due to which our outsourcing IT companies are facing a problem as compared to the AI companies in the US. Well, in this chaos, I noticed one very little minute detail. That the Motilal Oswal Midcap Fund, which is their flagship fund, had been quietly accumulating stake in 2 IT companies. One was Coforge and one was Persistent. So as an analyst, what my job was to realize, why is Motilal Oswal trying to get into IT companies when they themselves have told their own investors to stay away from IT companies? Well, when you read the con calls of Persistent Systems and Coforge, you realize that these companies are very different from the traditional outsourcing businesses that Infosys and TCS run. They are actually AI companies. They're actually the shovel who are being sold to the US AI companies. Hence, this gave me strength to put at least a 5% of my portfolio into Persistent and 5% of my portfolio in Coforge. And recently, these stocks have broken all-time highs and are going up and touched their 52-week highs, whereas the rest of the IT sector has not. This is a basic simple thesis on why sometimes you need to track mutual funds, understand why they like a sector, and maybe go a little deep into why they like those 1 or 2 specific companies out of the huge sector, because that could be clues to something bigger. And the same can be done to many other mutual funds and to many other of their big holdings that they hold with great conviction. Now coming back to our main question, if we had 1 lakh rupees, then how would we invest it? So if you're a kid who wants to do it on your own, you have to put it into 10 buckets of 10,000 rupees. Slowly track companies, track sectors, and find the stocks that you like. Don't forget to answer the 3 questions that I told you. What do they sell? How are the profits going to be over the next 5 years? And will the earnings grow? And once you know this, you slowly, over the few months, over a few weeks, over a few years, build your small portfolio and keep adding to it as your conviction goes up. And now, how would you know if you're right? Well, the stock price will tell you if you're right. If after 2-3 years the stock is up, you were right. And if it's not, you were wrong. And that's a very good mistake from where you can learn. And that is it for today. And don't forget to spend the last 10-20,000 that you have on things that you like. If you like a course, go buy it. If you want to read a book, go buy it. If you want to go on a date with a pretty girl, you should spend that money on her as well. Because in the end, you're not going to go with all the money you have. Nobody's going to look at your portfolio value. You're just going to die with your life and the memories that you have built along the last few years. And that is it. Thank you so much. I hope you have fun. And let me know in the comments whether you buy mutual funds, whether you buy stocks, or if there's any other thing you want me to talk about. Because I'm learning from this as well. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.